Hey there, podcast listeners. Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another podcast. Today I'm joined by my co-host, Kyle.
Hi.
Been a while, Kyle.
It has.
But you'll be sticking around basically all of July and like half of June.
We'll see.
Well, I don't know who we're going to get to do it. Anyways, these podcasts are broken down in three parts. First, we have the news. Then we have the comments. How our weeks have been doing. And then finally, the main topic. Today's main topic is actually also a news article. Today's news article / the main topic is anxiety in preschoolers and anxiety in general. Dealing with it, having it, and coping with it. Anyways, let's get in with today's news. So there's a science news today, of course, as always. Finding common ground can reduce parents' hesitation about vaccines. Reading this article gives my brain an aneurysm. Like, straight up. Because, okay, I know you don't have your flu shots, but you have all your other vaccinations.
I'm pretty sure I took my flu.
I thought, no, you don't get it every year, though.
No, it's when I'm a kid. When I was a kid, I got one.
I get it religiously. I get it every year. Because it's free.
My school sent me a paper of, like, all my... What is it called? Like, my whole entire, like, record of, like...
Vaccination.
Yeah, my vaccination list.
Yeah, that's a long one. You don't even realize it. Although I've been seeing all the ads recently for the hepatitis B.
I saw the C ones.
I see that. I don't know. It's whatever one that like kills you within 24 hours.
I don't think it's C. Probably.
Well, C is chronic. B kills you like that. Yeah, but it's like insurance doesn't always cover it. That's the problem with the B.
Mm-hmm.
C insurance covers it. Plus, C has a cure now, so I'm not too concerned.
Yeah.
A pill cure, nonetheless. It's like a magic pill then. Anyways, but okay, what's your opinion on not getting your kids vaccinated?
Personally, I think it's kind of dumb because, like, those kids, if they're gonna, like, grow up in, like, a public or private schools, for the matter, they're gonna get sick fast, and they're gonna get sick constantly if they're not vaccinated. Because, like, kids who are vaccinated, it's, like, almost going back to, like, 1700s when the Spaniards brought in, like, the diseases to, like, the natives. It's like, that's what it's like almost. Like, they're getting, like, all these, like, different, like, parasites of some sort.
No, there's no parasites. We don't get parasites.
Diseases, anymore. Germs of some sort.
Germs,
viruses to these unvaccinated kids, and, like, they're just, yeah.
I don't. So I think one of the main problems is that lawmakers aren't enforcing it.
Yeah.
Because they just think it's okay.
Common knowledge.
My kid doesn't need to get vaccinated. But actually, guess which 3 states force you to get a vaccination unless it's for medical reasons, like you're allergic. Like, I know if you're allergic to eggs, you can't get a flu vaccine.
I want to say it's probably like a southern state.
Actually, yes, there is one southern state. I was actually surprised. Well, how are you not surprised? That they're forced to get a vaccine.
Yeah.
It's Mississippi.
Yeah.
And then California and West Virginia.
Okay.
West Virginia surprised the heck out of me.
Well, I guess for like a... Well, my guesses were southern, northeastern, which that's close enough.
No, it looks like Idaho, Washington, and Oregon.
Then there's
northeast. I guess you said northeastern, my bad.
Northeast. Yeah.
Our state's medical and religious.
Well, we're not...
Religious reasons for not getting vaccinated?
Okay, it's in New York, New York City, specifically the Jewish Orthodox community is, like, more anti-vaccine. It's more let God heal our child. moreover. So like in New York City, the people who took the biggest hit were Orthodox Jews, basically.
I'm religious.
Judaism and stuff.
Okay, you're religious. I mean, I'm not as religious as I used to be, but I'm relatively religious, alright? God sent plagues upon this land. Do you really think the man has the time to heal your sick child because because you won't man up and just take him to get a vaccination?
Well, doesn't our religion call for like anything? Well,
Birth control.
we
which
call
is-
for anything to save the child, basically. Like,
I think what it is,
Is it?
for Catholics, I think it's just, dude, you don't want that child to die.
yeah,
Modern
it's just-
technology allows you to do it. Use it. Although, then our belief in
That
in
child's not dying.
non-contraceptives.
It's not really a martyr. It's a child. I don't know. Would you consider child death as a martyr in the Catholic Church if they are Catholic?
No.
Would they be
Martyr? No.
Well, martyrs, you die for your faith.
Yeah, I don't think this kid's like, I'm dying of measles for my faith. No, I don't
Oh,
remember.
that's terrible.
I think it's certain. No, if I remember correctly, I think it was certain like priests and nuns said that whether it's part of the Catholic religion to support the advancements of medical technology, and whether we should keep allowing this to happen.
I think it's more of a do what you do to keep the child healthy and safe.
Do what you think God.
So
would do,
then
yes,
they
God's
could
will.
grow up more in that religion.
Yeah,
See, it's weird because the religion you and me grew up in is far different than
it is now.
what our great grandparents grew up in.
Oh, and what it is now.
It just progressed. Like, I would say Catholics are becoming more progressive.
Other
More-
than their
more-
contraceptive
Yeah,
beliefs,
they're
yes.
they're more open to the changes in the world, like more open to medical.
I think
like-
this last pope did most of that.
Yeah,
He legit said, "Oh, you're homosexual. Welcome to the Catholics, Catholic religion." I'm like, I guess.
well, yeah, they want to choose.
I mean,
practice
the
faith.
Old Testament's the only one that forbid it. The New Testament is love everybody.
Yeah, the Old Testament was before Jesus, basically.
And that's
No.
why. No, yeah.
yeah.
That's
Genesis
why-
and stuff. Yeah.
If anything, as we should just pick and choose from the Old Testament, and like, oh, you can't pick and choose. Like, the Bible already is picked and choose. I'm pretty sure I can pick and choose even more now. Thank you very much. I think I'd cross out most of the Old Testament and keep the New Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, love everybody. I mean, everybody can get behind that. Except, I think I want to cross out Judgment Day.
I read that actually in one day. The Book of Revelation. Pretty good read. It's very interesting because, like, it says monsters are released into the world. Those who follow the works of the devil would bear the mark of his name on his forehead.
Hasn't happened yet.
Well, we'll see. It was really weird, that book. It's a very interesting.
I think it's like the Bible. It was like some dude, the four dudes that wrote it were just like, all right, let's be. I mean,
I think there was more.
the beginning. No, yeah, there's more, but this is the main four
The
dudes.
the main force. Yeah.
We're kind of just like, all right. Everything's basically, you know.
It's a fan fiction.
I mean, the Jesus part of it is a fan fiction. Not a fan fiction, but I mean, is what it was. I think at some point it just became. It's like you follow a band. Their songs get more and more creative as they go along. And at some point, they hit a creative peak.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last chapter. That's the last book of the Bible. The
Yeah.
creative peak.
The Book of Revelation it's just weird.
Well, I mean, you talk about the end of the world. I mean,
Yeah, and it's weird. Like, after everything happens, basically, Satan is given the world, but
there's nothing left.
Jerusalem is unharmed to become the new Jerusalem. Satan is like, oh, hey, God's all like, the world's yours now. And then all of a sudden, you know what, I changed my mind. Go back to your domain. And then, like,
Begone,
and,
thought.
and then there's like almost like a bridge connection between heaven and earth to where the two worlds are combined. And that's the everlasting kingdom. Yeah, basically. That part, if you should do a physics video over that.
What? Snapping everybody away?
Basically tearing apart everything to just rebuild.
I mean, it's like that joke. Mom was so fat, Thanos had to clap. Did I tell you about that one?
And we should move on. Next topic.
It's okay. No one listens to this anyways. Anyways, what time are we at?
The comments say otherwise.
Oh, the water bottle. She's the only person that listens.
Shout out to the water bottle and
Trust me. So we had 3 videos this week. We're going to go through the comments now. I think we've expressed enough on religion and vaccinations. So, on the Dr. Sheep podcast, episode 9, 11 views. Drug lessons on Dr. Sheep, question mark, question mark, question mark. What's next? Pharmacist sheep? And then we asked him to make a comment, a really nerdy comment about computers. And he says, boys, I think we've reached an impasse with this comment. Crying emoji's face, laughing crying emoji's face, laughing crying emoji face. A computer is and then it's the emoji of a computer. Thanks. And then we go to the vlog. And we had quite a few comments on this one.
the
So-
life of a college student or whatever.
Yeah, the week in the life of a college student. Second vlog, quote unquote. So we had the water bottles comment, of course. 1433, bro, Dr. Sheep just throwing hands, laughing crying emoji's face, laughing crying emoji's face.
While he's
He
driving.
doesn't lose fights. No, I wasn't driving when this was happening. I was sitting in my dorm room talking about the camping trip. Did I tell you about that? I told you about that.
Probably.
I didn't go camping, but I went and trolled my friends who were camping. And then he commented tree. If you don't know what that means, you have to go back and watch it. And then I gave you the 20 extra seconds of watch time. Oh, that's referring to the outro. Thank you. Thank you very much. And then we had this guy, Sage CTV. Hey, if you're listening, Sage CTV, I gave you the sub back, by the way. Alright? He's like, whoa, the intro was pretty dope. Thanks. Very dope, I should say. Thanks. Spent like a good afternoon on it. I just subbed. Thank you. You're 44, so congrats on that. You should keep up the week in the life of college content. Can I get this? Oh yeah, the sub back, by the way. I don't know. Doing those vlogs is hard, and I don't know. We were gonna go to the Badlands this weekend. So it'd be today. It's going up. The day it's going up would be the day we'd be leaving, but it looks like
Rain.
the weather's not gonna permit. It's gonna be too rainy. And then I said, "Gee, thanks." Smiley emoji face! Exclamation point.
For anyone who hasn't taken U.S. geography, the Badlands is basically a
Almost a desert.
barren plains, arid desert, almost grassland desert.
Yeah. So when it gets rain, it gets rain.
It's in South Dakota, near Mount Rushmore. I would say like a couple hours away,
An hour away.
an hour away from Mount
We
Rushmore.
were gonna go to Mount Rushmore. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, we could still drive out there, but that's it. We would get there and turn right back around. And then Spazzy McGee, he commented tree again. If you stuck around to the end of that video, you would know what that means. Yeah. What do you think? Should I keep this content going? The vlog? Because, I mean, I've got 4 days off now. I should maybe vlog something. What do you think?
I think you should have vlogged that time when we ate 12 tacos.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, if you get some days off, we can go screw around. It's
Your treat.
well, no, we can go get cheeseburgers at one of the bars. I haven't had a cheeseburger in so long. I haven't had.
That's like the thing that's like really weird.
I've
You haven't
had-
had a cheeseburger in that long.
Yeah, I haven't had beef in a long time.
That's
like,
good for you.
Oh, yeah, you and your father and your health kit. No, I need my beef. I need my steak. Boy.
The viewers are narrowing down the map.
Well, they already know what state we're in. They should know how much we should like our beef here, alright?
We live in Iowa.
Yeah, 100%. No. I
No,
despise
no,
Iowa.
definitely. Yeah.
Sorry, Iowegians. Anyways, and then on to the main topic. Testy memes, e-girls turn to yee-yaw girls. Oh, there are 19 views in this video, and I'm talking to you right now. I'm calling every single one of you out. The retention time is only 2 minutes. So I know exactly what's going on. And I know only one person watched this all the way through. So don't even, alright? I saw all the views, and thanks, but you only stuck around for 2 minutes. So, screw you.
I was there live and I only stayed for 30 seconds.
Then you passed out.
I always pass out in your videos.
Yeah.
What was that one video? Germination?
Yeah, no, you were awake for germination.
Yeah, there's one part where you could hear me in the background.
Snoring? Oh,
No, not snoring. You're like, why can't I remember this conclusion?
Oh, it was germination, yeah.
Yeah.
That one, but that, yeah, I left that in. I didn't realize until I uploaded it. Then I thought, you know what, I'll just leave it in for the comedic effect. Why not? And then the water bottle commented it, of course. Binge drinking can alter your DNA. I'm in trouble, boys. Laughing, crying emoji face, laughing, crying emoji face, laughing, crying
Oh,
emoji
no.
face, and an ale emoji.
Oh, the...
Yeah, water
Okay.
bottle, you should change your lifestyle. 2 comments. Oh, this must be Rhymer for Live. Oh, and I said, oh dear. Yeah. Those were the comments. How was your week? Heard you had some exciting news.
I graduated high
From-
school.
Wow, big step.
Were you
Well-
gonna ask me what school?
No.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, they know mine. Probably.
I don't know.
I wear shirts.
You do wear shirts. Good
The-
job.
That's a struggle in the morning. The pants are the easy parts, the shirts.
Really? My
Yeah.
struggle was actually getting out of bed. It's like,
Oh no, that's a struggle too, trust me. I had to get up at 4:45 the other morning. It was yesterday morning, Saturday morning.
Goodness.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Alarm went off at 4:30. I didn't pull my butt out of bed till 4:45.
the most dangerous game. After your alarm goes off, you go back to bed.
Yeah, that's 100% true. You don't know. I
You don't
did
know.
that before school one time. I closed my eyes, woke up. It was like 7:30. School starts at 8. I'm like, crap.
Well, I think it was last week. We stayed up to 1 o'clock. Okay. It was a Saturday. We stayed up to like 1 o'clock or so talking.
You did or I did?
We both did. Remember last
Oh.
couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, we stayed up. Went to bed at around, well, went into bed at 1. Didn't go to bed till 3. And Sunday morning rolls around. I wake up around 9:30, get a look at my voice message. It's work saying, hey, can you come in at 9:30? I had 5 hours of sleep. I had to go in at 9:30.
See, I don't get called in. The
Yeah.
only time they call me is to tell me don't show up.
Well, I told them I wasn't able to go in, but then they're like, hey, can you work this day? I was like, yeah, might as well. He said, oh, you only work till 12 o'clock. 1 hour into the shift. Hey, can you work till 4?
See, my work doesn't do that. They call me, tell me, don't show up until this time. Shows up, works like 2 hours, go home. Okay.
Capitalism.
They don't want me there. They don't want me there.
I'm sure they do.
Not today. They didn't need me there until everybody left.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't closed in like 2 months. I hadn't closed during the summer. Ever. But it was the funniest thing. I already told you this, but the viewers don't know this. It was the funniest thing. My manager's like, yeah, if you really need help, just call me on my cell phone. I told him, I'm like, dude, I haven't had to, I've closed before. I've never had to call you. Hour later, I called him. Like, hey, man, freaking selling Windows. I tell you what, people don't get the parts they need to install the window. They get mad.
What else? Any studio update?
I mean,
That's new.
they'll see it.
What's else new? New whiteboard.
New whiteboard, yeah. At least now it really erase things.
Is it magnetic or no?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's why it costs so darn much.
It's better than that. The material on that whiteboard, to me, it's the equivalent of like those packing peanuts.
The ones that dissolve on your tongue?
No, the
the
the styrofoam ones.
Oh, the cheap ones that poison you, yeah?
Yeah, it's like that. Like if you hear it when you're racing or even feeling it, just
It's rough.
the texture is
It's like
just,
writing on paper.
It's like right on this paper.
Mhm.
That like this-
Sketchbook paper, yeah.
No, sketchbook paper, depending what you're buying. You want to buy sketchbook paper that's like the glossy white. If it's
Oh.
like a opaque, egg yellowish white,
Which is what you're writing on.
which I have right in front of me, yeah, it's terrible. You want to get like a thick paper.
Oh, so cardstock.
Almost cardstock. It's easier,
Interesting.
yeah, because if you're inking, it doesn't bleed.
Oh, I suppose if you're
Inking or Copic pens or stuff like that.
you know, my this is off topic now. One of the you should really talk to the full timer at work. He was an art teacher for
At your work?
yeah.
What was his name?
Tim Hansen. I don't think you had him. He did elementary, but it wasn't a
At my high school?
no. What? No. He didn't do high school. He did elementary art.
No, we had a female.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. He didn't go to your elementary school. He didn't do your elementary school. He went to a different. He worked at a different one. Yeah, he said I'd be a good artist because I like to experiment. I looked at him like this. I'm like, I don't know. Mine's like at like a 3rd grade level. He's like, well, that's kind of where you stopped working on your artwork. And I was like, well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if you worked on it, you could get up to like where you are right now, Kyle. I was like, huh. I guess that makes sense.
For me, I stop at pencil. I ink very rarely. On occasion I would. But I stick to just flat out lead pencil. Because if I do any more, I could just ruin it. So I just stop at pencil.
I guess I've done some pencil. Usually it's just because I want to get the perfect palm tree
You done
when I'm drawing my...
You done Dremel.
Dremel.
Shaggy.
Oh, yeah.
Describe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Shaggy, yeah.
Well, you're more of like a stonemason carpenter type of artist.
I did build a TV stand.
Oh, that's a vlog you should do. You should do like a studio vlog.
That's Instagram. By the way, follow on Dr_Sheep_YouTube. That's Instagram. Anyways, on to the last subject. We've had our fun with art. Anxiety happens as early as preschool. Treatments can help. Do you remember when our little cousin had anxiety? She still does, I think.
Did you see her at the graduation party?
Well, I mean, not maybe she doesn't have it at now,
Well,
but she did back in like remember was that last year I think already.
she's she's not very talkative. Yeah, she used to like
I guess
she used to be very talkative. Now she's doesn't talk.
I don't know about you, but she calls me, she talks my ear off.
But yeah, my social anxiety is way worse than yours
I
because
don't have social anxiety.
yeah, mine is way
Well,
worse.
I guess I do have some.
During your high school graduation party, I was outside in the rain.
It wasn't rain, it was warm.
It was
Sunny.
humid and it was starting to rain.
And there was no rain.
It was okay. It was cloudy, really cloudy. Anyways, it was kind of a little cold. But yeah, I'd rather be outside than like
I
inside.
think you remember my graduation party. I think you remember it. I think
No.
I think you remember my graduation party, bro.
No, it was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was outside.
Had it.
I was outside in the park
Huh.
because I didn't want to be in that graduation party because I didn't know anyone.
Well, you had your brother.
He wasn't there. I just had.
Oh, he showed up. He was there though.
No, he wasn't.
He showed up though. Eventually.
No, he never showed up.
I thought he did. Oh, that's right. Him and your dad didn't show up.
Yeah.
That's right. Now I remember that.
Yeah, I remember because I was in a good mood because my mom dragged me to your party when I was working on my final pottery piece.
Yeah. Hey,
was
I
very
showed up
happy.
to yours.
Yeah, but
Otherwise, you would have been sitting there socially awkward as well.
no, I was talking to
Our great aunt. That was about it.
both great aunts.
You got to squeeze that grad money out of them, which is what you did. You
Too
shaked.
much.
You shaked her wallet
Yeah,
down.
she basically, well, I think is like she just had money. It's like, okay, when should I stop pulling out bills? She didn't have an envelope to put it in, so she just.
I'm gonna point something out. You and your brother are the ones that need the money to go to college, and didn't get as much as was mine. Although my graduation
Yeah.
party was like twice the size of yours or your brother's combined, but it was still like,
Commission me, sponsor me,
huh?
sponsor me.
Dr. Sheep sponsor you through college.
Yeah,
If you people subscribe and watch, I can sponsor everybody through college. Kyle, I can sponsor you. I can sponsor Phil. We can sponsor Will through college as well.
in 50 years, some of
I
you,
can quit college.
in 50 years, you'll see Dr. Sheep at a college correspondence speech.
I paid for everybody's college. Me and
Oh.
Bernie, we were getting along.
That better happen when I graduate college.
What?
Our correspondent speaker paying off our debt.
Who's that?
They did that in Georgia. He said all of you are walking out of this college debt free. Paid off. I don't know. Was it? I think it calculated to like almost $1 million or so.
That's it?
For debt. I don't know. I don't know what the debt total was, but yeah, it was somewhere like in Georgia, I think. Yeah. Anyways, back to anxiety.
Million? That's it? That's like 10 students.
$1 million. Well, I don't know how much money it was. He paid it all off.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of money though.
Yeah, can you imagine my dad finding out? Oh yeah, you didn't have to. Yeah, the guy's gonna pay it all for you. It's just like, thanks.
I could have gone to college for free.
I could have sent my kid to college. I already get 50% off my credits.
Yeah, because
I could almost get 100% off. I could get. They almost because it's 12 credits per year. You can put it in all in one semester, or half and half, or 1 or 3 and 1, or what, however you want to do it. You can divvy up the credits however you want. But then my dad's fiance, well, she also works at the university. They were trying to find a way that she could give me her credits as well. And I'm like,
do it.
that's 12 credits per semester. Now, I'm taking 18, so you still have to pay for 6 credits, but it's like, I have free college. That's not to mention the backup money that I have. Yeah, you guys are in a rough patch,
Yeah.
and I'm zooming through college.
You need to take your time.
No, if I take my time, I waste my time. If I can graduate the week after I turn 21, I will be a happy man. Anyways,
Subscribe to get Dr. Sheep out of college faster.
actually, you know what? If you subscribe fast enough, I won't even have to go to college. I'll just quit.
He's lying.
I'm not lying.
He's lying.
If I could walk up to my dad, hand him a $50,000 check, and say, "Here's what you paid for me to get through college. Also, here's a little bit more for a new car." Freaking, and then be like, "I'm retiring tomorrow as well." So be it. Retire by 30. That'd be amazing. Anyways, back to anxiety. I don't know where that happened. I don't know how that. Well, I guess we were talking about anxiety.
You're getting a little bit of anxiety because you're worried. I need these subscriber counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like, for my social anxiety, I don't have any, except
You're more extroverted.
I am. I have found
Hey.
myself, though.
It appears more with introverts, I would say.
Right. Oh, that's
With
the
me.
whole point, yeah.
With me, I'm
I-
more introverted, so I get more social anxiety than most.
Where was it? So, we were at the dining hall back in college.
Catholic?
Huh? No.
Oh, not that new one? Oh, that
This
new
is
one's nice.
on East Campus. And, there was this girl sitting alone. And I was eating with all my friends, and I said, I want to go over to that girl and say, "Hey, you shouldn't eat alone. Can I eat with you?" And they're like, $10. And I'm like,
Oh, I think you told me this.
my gut, I instantly felt butterflies fill my stomach. I was like, nope, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I was glued to my chair. I couldn't do it. I was just like silent. I just sat there and kind of just like thought through everything. It was just like,
That's more of like,
nope, can't do it. Can't do it.
that's stage fright or condom or something.
I don't have stage fright. I was in speech. If I have stage... Now, I get nervous. Don't get me wrong when I go to speak in front of people. But it's not stage fright. Anxiety with little kids, that's...
Like,
How are they overthinking things already? Like, see, I think it's just shyness, but it's severe shyness.
well, one thing is like kids.
I don't think it's actually anxiety.
Like the parenting models, they need to change. Like how parents are like teaching their child's morals.
No, this kid was like born like this. 10 months old. Their kid was shy.
Well, yeah, it's just like children should like. The more they get out in the world, the less shy they'll get.
But this girl, she was a normal girl. She was out doing normal girl things, but at 10 months they noticed that she started to exclude herself, and by the time she got into kindergarten, she began to dress just like a girl at school to blend into the crowd so that she was invisible.
Wow.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, how at 5 years old can you possibly overthink a situation like that? At least a social situation.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. Not social situations,
Yeah, that's.
but I still can't overthink a social situation. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Which gets me in trouble sometimes. But
Yeah.
I can't imagine little kids.
Already, like, having that brain set.
Is 10 to 20% of preschoolers suffer from several anxiety disorders. One of several anxiety disorders.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I just...
Well, some part is like, if you grow up with like a sibling to compete with, it's almost easier. But like,
I don't know.
like with our
See,
cousin, she is
See,
shy,
I can see
and
it,
she's the only child.
but see, I can see it both ways. I can see not having a child. If you have an older sibling,
Well, like if you're over competing and you just give up,
you're not. If you realize it's not going to happen.
you just can't compete with them. Yeah. Like the bigger the age gap between siblings, I would say you're more. It's like you're on your own. Like you
But
have
then-
no competition. Like if you're like twins, you are neck and neck saying who can get the better grades, who can get.
I know a set of twins.
Yeah.
That actually I know 3 sets of twins.
Yeah,
Two of which okay, none of them compete for who can get the better grades, but two
But there's
sets of them.
constant competition between twins or like any like close ended like close aged.
You and Phil aren't. Don't
Well, we're like 4 years apart, but like when we were kids, we would
3.
compete. But like you and your brother, there's like no competition.
But myself and my brother are wired completely different.
Well, yeah,
My
but-
kindergarten teacher, every single one of my teachers that had my brother and had me, they told my
and my
parents.
dad.
Well, not even no. I mean, they.
Yeah.
Some of them had your dad
Yeah.
and my mom and their aunt and their sister, I should say. But the ones that had my brother and then myself, they said those boys are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And they look the same, but they looked. Me and my brother did look similar when I was younger.
Well, that was me with Phil. I got that like all the time in middle and high school, like the beginning of my high
hair.
school.
No, actually, no. Take that back. We didn't look the same. Maybe hair wise, we looked the same, but I was always much thicker. I've always been thicker than my brother.
Yeah.
I was born shorter and thicker than my brother.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was. We're wired completely different. He's extremely introverted, or was anyways. But I still think he is. And I'm extremely extroverted.
I don't. Well, the age gap between me and him are
You and Phil.
no, you and your brother.
Oh,
Are,
yeah.
Like the age gap between me and your brother, it's like huge. That's why, like.
8 years, 360 days.
Yeah, basically, he's like, he appears in. He's more of the extrovert, small crowd. Introvert with the large crowd. Like Phil. Like, if it's a small crowd, he's beyond extrovert. But if it's like a large crowd, he's like, stay close to his small group.
I don't know what I am. I'm an extrovert, 100%.
You should take the test.
I have taken the test, and I'm the commander, whatever that is. It's the ENJ or whatever. I don't know. But the one thing kind of flip flops, depending on the day. But it's always been a commander. But it's just like the thing about it is like what situation I'm extrovert, what situation I'm an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can talk to girls for whatever reason, but there are sometimes I freeze up. I just can't do it. And also, it'll get in my head, and I just can't. They'll get in my head, and I just can't function.
Have you ever noticed that between me and Phil?
Why?
It's like he cannot talk to girls, or like he doesn't, he like doesn't talk to them.
What?
I don't know if
I don't know what his deal is. I tell him, somebody gave him some crap one time about like, oh, you got any girls? Oh no, we were at. It was what party was that?
Was it my mom's birthday party?
Well, we were at our little cousin's house.
Was it uncle? Was it that uncle? Our uncle?
It wasn't Christmas. We didn't do Easter.
Anyways, yeah.
I don't know what it
Phil is.
No, it was Christmas.
Calling Phil out. It's just different. It's easier.
We're bashing people in this podcast.
Throwing shade. Yeah, for me, it's easier to talk to guys. Yeah, it's easy to talk to guys, but like, cause guys are just a wall.
Oh, what? You have a hard time talking to guys and girls?
No, I have a. It's easy for both, but for girls, it's pretty easy. To
I
talk
have
to.
an unbelievably easy time talking to guys. It's the strangest thing. I was in the bathroom one time.
I just don't have I don't have the same interest as guys because I'm more of an art person,
yeah.
and a majority of guys in
Oh,
my
I don't have
school
the same
are all sports, and like I
don't have
tend
the
to
same
stray away from
interest either. Maybe not arts, but in
But
the
with your school-
intellectual.
that. With your school,
They're all truck hicks. But no, I
Yeah.
was at this dancing place, and I went to the restroom, and I cracked a joke about either the mirror. It was about something about the water or the
oh my
paper towels or something. And the guy's like, "You ain't kidding, you're not wrong." And me and this other guy, we're washing our hands, talking up a conversation. I'm thinking to myself like, how? And this other guy gets out of the stall. It's like, "Yeah, you guys are right." And I'm like, I didn't even try. I cracked one joke, and everybody in the bathroom's my friend. I'm like, this is weird. I am going back out to the dance floor. No, this is weird.
Did they have a bar of soap in the bathroom, or was it liquid soap?
It was liquid soap.
Oh, because if it was a
That
bar,
might have been the joke. Don't drop the soap.
no, if it was a bar of soap, you could have wrote subscribe.
Oh no! I think I was complaining about how warm it was on the
bathroom?
dance floor,
Oh,
and everybody's like, "Yeah, you ain't kidding."
yeah.
Because like those places, they don't keep it cool.
The fans don't do much.
They do not.
There was a bird at our graduation.
Really? There's birds at my work.
No, there was a bird. Well, yeah, but there was like a bird just flying inside.
Oh yeah, they fly around. I'm just like, oh, there's a bird.
Yep.
Right next, my department's right next to the bird seats. You just land and tear open the bags of the bird seat. I'm just like, and I'll have to sweep that up later. Pains in the butts. I don't know. Social anxiety is interesting. It's
Yeah. For treatment, the best you could do for treatment is,
I mean, you can take you can take pills.
well, there's pills, but like, if you want to be less social, just start with a small group of friends and just escalate, but don't, like, if you're like interested in art, go to the art room every day after school. Like, that's what I've been doing this last year. But yeah, you just ease your way into it.
You didn't have any. There was no science association, we'll say.
at your school.
No, because like there was a science teacher, the high school science teacher. It was her or the biology teacher. I don't like the biology teacher, so that wasn't going to happen. And the teacher teaches the physical sciences. She's not a science major. She's animal science. So I'm like, how are you teaching physics? So, and there was no way for me to go to. It was just me existing.
See, I think you would have been better off if you went to my high school.
I don't think I would have gotten the credits though.
I
got
the degree you're going into, probably not, but the science you would have got so much like great information from our
Although they
science.
made you memorize the periodic table.
No, not the whole entire thing. Just the common main elements.
Oh, I got
Just like
hydrogen, lymphocyte, blood, and
like the common 30 or so.
30. Oh, okay.
It's just like the big names. So like, yeah.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluoride, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, romanium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, chromium, krypton. I'm sure I got something
Yeah.
wrong there.
Yeah.
I've had that memorized since like 8th grade.
And I think we're at 40-some minutes.
We're at 44. We can go to 48. The 48 is the longest. I'm not really too concerned today. I don't know. I guess there's those things as born cautious, which, like I said, your heart. If you're like me and my brother, like my brother and I, one of us we're just hardwired completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I have ADD, so that makes me different, and my brother doesn't have that, So, I mean, that already changes how my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always really curious to see. I would be a completely different person if I didn't have ADD. I don't know. I
I
know.
feel like you won't be as outspoken.
Yeah, but I don't think I would be as as big of an individual as I am. Because I tend to stray off paths of the popular belief.
Well, you probably wouldn't have a science YouTube channel then,
Probably not.
because you're like, hey, you're more of that big plans for the future type of person. Like, hey, let's do this, like this project and stuff.
For once, I don't have my life planned out. I used to have it planned out to the T. I don't have it planned out anymore. Because if YouTube takes off, all my plans aren't going to mean squat.
Mm-hmm.
And I just too lazy to apply at a bank to get a job. So I'm just kind of, working where I am now until who knows when. Yeah, but if you do subscribe,
Tell your friends.
yeah, just spread the word, man. We tried. But see, that's the thing, though. You gotta have retention time, too. Because, like I said, that one video, 19 views. It was crazy. TikTok's only 2 minutes, though. You need views and retention time.
For the comments, give input on constructive criticism, or like.
Well, no, hold on. They
No?
haven't seen all the new changes we've made yet.
Oh,
They don't know about all of them.
They don't
They
know.
haven't seen.
Unless
you're
you're
on Instagram.
unless you're on Instagram, you know
You
that.
haven't seen the new
Okay.
changes yet. Like the next, I uploaded the last video with the GoPro. This Friday. All the podcasts are still going to be using it just because I don't want to waste the new camera doing that. Anyways, what should we have the comment? What kind of random word?
Like a comment keyword.
Comment. Well, we had last time they commented tree. What should we have them comment this time?
Oh, this week's keyword.
Last time was about computers, and then the other one was about tree. Chimichanga. Maybe we should have them comment chimichanga. Oh, wait, you know what?
First person correctly spelled chimichanga without using Google.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
There you go. That's what you're commenting. Chimichanga. Anyways, in the meantime, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and share new videos every other Friday, 4:30 p.m. Central Time. And subscribe, and good night.